Hi, this is Heyday Tinker Terry. Welcome. I've been sitting up here talking to Rose. We've been having some wonderful chats lately, and we were talking earlier about how it was for Ernest and Rose in their younger days on their farm. And she was also telling me about how they, after many years, had decided to slow down. Ernest would stay working on the farm, but his daughter and son-in-law, uh, their daughter's name is Betty, and she married her longtime boyfriend, Tony. And he had went to school to learn about farming and different new methods, ways of doing things. And after a while, it seemed that Ernest got a little bit upset at the new methods and ways of doing things that Tony was implementing. And so I heard back a long time ago, a few years ago, that through the town, I was in eating at the diner one day, and I heard that Ernest and Rose were looking for a place to move to. They just felt the need to get away, so Ernest didn't feel so stressed all the time at the new changes happening to his farm. And so I offered them this property on the back of my hill, and so they took me up on that offer and built a nice little home up there and where they can sit down and they could still look down over my farm. And it got to the point where Ernest got really bored and asked if he might be able to help me on the farm. Well, I allowed him to, and also Rose was, she enjoys her knitting and things like that, but she, wanted to help a little bit too, so that was fine. But with Rose, we found that it wasn't, we didn't always see eye to eye, so she just works a little now and then. And Ernest, he had a health problem a while back, a kind of a scare, so he wasn't working for me. But he started in again, and he seems to be doing really well. So this is giving uh, Rose and I a chance to talk. And by the way, she makes some wonderful tea. It's just the best I've ever had. She puts honey in it and gosh, all kind. I don't know what her secret recipe is, but it is just wonderful. But anyway, I will get on to some gameplay here a little bit, and I just wanted to tell you that interesting story that Rose told me about her life and what happened, her and Ernest's life about what happened on their farm and the true reason why they decided to leave. I don't think I'll take this because I already have a couple of them and I have no room for it. So we'll do a little bit of gameplay. But yeah, I'm finding out all kinds of interesting things that I didn't really know the true story about before. I just might be sharing some more of those ideas with you as time goes by. I hope you're interested, because I sure would be interested in talking to you. Now, I hope you don't take this as gossip, because that's not what it's meant to be. Since we're all friends, I just thought, I might let you in on a little bit of things. And I don't think, that Rose and Ernest would care too much as long as I didn't divulge some really super, super duper top secret things about them, which I would never do. But yeah, I found that to be a really interesting story. Let me get some of the rice planted while I'm here because it's so low. But another thing, the valley is starting tomorrow. In case you haven't heard, we'll check that out in just a second. Some things on here. So I've been making a bunch of wheat bundles for my animals because I know it's going to be hard to make them during the time we have the valleys going on. So let me do this real quick. And then after I get the bundles, I got to start on the wheat, or the wheat, the feed, the feed for my animals. Make sure that I have enough feed for the feed sun point task. Okay, Valley, the next Valley season starts in 16 hours and 3 minutes. Check back soon. Okay, so we finally know when that's going to be. And as I said, I don't take credit for things. I found it through watching Ricky's video. So the credit there goes to Ricky. Okay, let's see here. Let me do some of this and get these going. And we're also having, the event we're having right now is the Lures and Lobster event to make lures and lobsters pools go faster. And